Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're jumping down into the world of Ethereum, taking a look at what's been going on most recently and what I would expect to happen next. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Now if you have not yet joined us in Discord, the link is in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. So why not go ahead and check that out today if that's your bag. And you'll also find links to the Patreon services down in the description below. We offer a lot more in Discord for our Patreon members, everything from buying and staking and selling alerts through to AMAs twice weekly, project reviews, and a whole host of additional benefits. If that's your bag, check that out as well. Okay, let's waste no more time though. Let's jump on down into this, right? Ethereum paired up with USDT on the hourly chart, and Binance is the data source. Now we've kind of got one bullish kind of sentiment here where we are looking at this data and thinking, okay, we've got this possible move upwards to about $1,450. Obviously going up that high would have an impact on how low our fifth wave down would go, essentially. Within the current structures of everything. I know a lot of people are feeling, FOMO at the moment, really feeling a bit bullish about things, but do understand that when prices are so low, they can move up quite rapidly and pretty fast. It does not change, however, that the fact that we are under a corrective-based structure, and these are short-term movements to the upside, in the same way that we saw $32,000 Bitcoin hit a bouncing point, bounced up, it went to 48k, and then still came down massively and crashed hard, right? So we should be really kind of managing our emotions in this space. We should preferably have no emotions in this space, right? Just think about the pure logic aspect of this and what is going on. Now, I was actually expecting Ethereum to push up higher than 1,280 yesterday. It still hasn't actually done so. It's actually continued to move back down. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of reevaluate all of these movements here just to see what's going on, and whether or not a double top scenario like this is actually now going to be one of those things that's going to be testing us. Okay, it could of course be a cup and handle that could still take us up there, and I'll go through that as well and with what that looks like depending on kind of what kind of trader you want to kind of be. Okay, so let's dive in, right? Because essentially, we have this ABC structure, 1,450. I'm just going to remove this temporarily as well. We were looking at a 5-wave move here, or 335, just taking us a little bit higher. But I'm just going to take that off and actually re-evaluate all of this at the moment. So yeah, let me just jump into here for a sec. So what we've kind of got going on, we have this low point down here, we have this original high, we have this, we move on up. So it still could be possible that this is some kind of 4th wave move, and this entire structure here is 5 waves. That actually would fit a little bit better with maybe an overextended move in the middle here. Alternatively, this is actually pretty significant, this downward move. That actually just makes it look like a pretty much an ABC structure right there. So I think, if anything, I would probably say that that's going to be on top of our wave 3. We're in some kind of wave 4 maybe, and then still push up into wave 5. So I think the structure is very much there, but I think we can actually take it from the bottom, from here to here. So we have 1, 2, 3, this being 4, then we push up into 5. Okay, so I think that is still the correct kind of structure, but the alternative is it's just a 3-wave move up to this point here and we break back down. Okay, so that one bullish kind of movement to the upside, that's kind of it. Alternatively, of course, you have a 1, 2, and 3 structure like this, and you're kind of done at that point and you still move on down. So a double top is pretty clear, even though we don't hit it exactly. Being $4 out is within tolerance of this. So basically a double top here. And now what that could mean is essentially, if I grab hold of this, so if you're a trader who likes patterns, you'll probably like this one. Essentially it becomes a cup like this. Okay, and then what we're looking for is a really small handle, which will basically be inside here at the same kind of degrees. So it's this, so pull back down and then we surge on up, right? And what you look for here essentially is a 1.618 movement of this, okay, which would put us right actually above 1 1,450. It'd be 1,486, right? So it's within tolerance of what we've been talking about on that kind of bullish sentiment. And so the cup and handle pattern could potentially be one thing that goes on there, but we know that as also as a 5-wave structured move, and we might just end up with an overextension maybe with our final kind of 5th wave going up higher, okay, because it would have to overextend to go beyond 1,280 and 1,317, okay. So do be aware that there's potential moves that are going on here. Cup and handles are only about 65 or 67% actually accurate, so they don't actually always play out exactly as they are, but I thought it was an interesting pattern on there and probably worth noting. Essentially, though, I do think this is probably more of a 5-wave structured move at the moment, and we have something that would look like this, and we just move on up ever so slightly. It's possible that our 3rd wave isn't complete, and maybe that's how we get there. We have a wave 3 that comes up towards that kind of key area, another wave 4, and then a final 5th wave. Who knows? Essentially, tracking these movements here on these micro scales, you know, they're quick to be invalidated and all of that kind of good stuff. But I do think and do expect to either you know, push on past 1,280. Now, if we can get past 1,280, I do think those upper plays are in motion, right? The cup and handle, if that's your kind of bag, if you want to follow that pattern, that would indicate a pretty good move upwards. Likewise, a 5th wave. The key is really getting past 1,280. And if we fail to do that, then, you know, we are going to drop back down. Now, how low do we have to go to invalidate any of these high points? Well, I'd put that at $1,117. If the price drops down lower than there, I would anticipate actually just breaking down completely, and we continue the motion to the downside, of which obviously we'd have to adjust our way for, but we are talking about moving anywhere really between $650 and $800 at the moment. So those lows are real. They are going to be pretty significant, but really we need confirmation of one of these two moves first. Either we go higher than 1,280 and we continue upwards with those patterns that I was just speaking about, the 5-wave structure or the cup and handle, or we break down past 1,117, where we can then actually say that we're actually dropping down into the final 5th wave, going down lower. In my opinion, we've had a double top. That's a bearish signal. Ultimately, the main confirmation comes in at 881. Until we're down lower than that, we're not necessarily confident that we're going to be setting these lower lows. We could, of course, be looking at multiple different kind of corrective structures here, but I'm going with what is most probable. A double top is bearish, so we're looking to come back down. If we come down lower than 1,117, then our structure for 5-wave move upwards is invalid. Also, if a cup and handle was to drop down lower than this area, that's a high probability of invalidation with that as well, because the handle is not really supposed to drop down more than 50% of the cup. So by going down lower than 1,117, we already know that there's no more upward motions here, and it's very unlikely that we're going to go up higher than $1,280 within the current structures. However, real confirmation of the lows come in at 881 and dropping down lower than that. But I think we can be pretty confident by the time we move past 1,117, and we can get double confirmation by moving down lower than our B wave at 998. So there's a few things to be thinking about here for Ethereum, but essentially we want to see one of these two things happen. Higher than 1,280, confirm the upward swing, or lower than 1,117, confirm the lower end swing. Now, the stochastic RSI on the hourly is indicating that we're oversold. It's oversold on the 4-hour. It's actually moving down pretty progressively on the 8-hour, but is overbought on the daily. So looking at it, we have a slight move upwards potentially. That 5th wave might actually still be on the cards based on the momentum of the price at the moment. When we throw the volumes in here, you can of course see that there isn't actually too much volume really going on when it comes to Ethereum. We have small pockets of green, but essentially even since moving this price up, this volume has been decreasing with only red selling volume increasing. Okay, so basically buyers are not really actually participating right now. So if the price does move up a little bit higher, it wouldn't be natural in my opinion. It would be guiding the price, or certain individuals, whales, would be guiding the price into pockets of liquidity. Should there be a load of open short positions, for example, liquidity being up there, the price might gravitate towards that. It's basically transfer Ethereum from leverage players to the whales. So just be cautious. Essentially, all of this stuff. If you're going to open up leverage positions, you're going to want to make sure you've got plenty of room on this one, because I think you could move up quite significantly in order to liquidate those positions. But guys, I'm going to leave this video right there. If you have found this useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.